Hey, what's up you guys, Aftershow Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Charmed, the reboot. This is season 4, episode 9. So as of between last week and now, actually literally just like yesterday, they cancelled the show. I had a feeling this was coming because obviously they were delaying whether or not it was getting renewed. And I have to say, I'm a little disappointed because this season has been genuinely decent. Every week I've wanted to come back and react to the show, and I have every single week. And I said that I would quit the show. I said at the end of season 3 that that was it. I'm not doing anymore. And yet my interest was piqued, and I came back, and I was intrigued about what's going on. I needed to know. I still need to know. I want to know how Kayla is a charmed one. I want to know how they wrap up this whole storyline. I want to know. So yeah, I'm a little disappointed because every single season I have been like, I want this show to get cancelled. I want to stop watching, but I can't because I want to finish the show. I was hate watching the show for 3 seasons. I'm not gonna lie. But this season has legitimately turned me into a fan. Like, last episode, they brought back the old Book of Shadows, and I'm pretty sure that I didn't like the design of it at all, because I was very stuck on the OG Charmed bandwagon. But when they brought back the old Book of Shadows, I really liked it. I want them to keep it. Like, I don't know. I just feel really weird about the whole situation. It's really sad that, you know, the show gets cancelled 1 season after the, you know, the, Macy leaves. It's a little sad that we couldn't go on further. I would have liked to have seen what, you know, they concocted for the next couple of seasons. If they could keep up this this motion, I guess, this excitement. Dude, it's so weird. I feel so weird. This season has been legitimately better than any other season of this show. And I would argue that this season is better than season 1 of the original Charmed. Better than season 5 of the original Charmed, season 7 of the original Charmed, I have weird rankings for the original Charmed. Don't judge me. But yeah, I've enjoyed it, and it makes me kind of sad that Lucy Barrett, who plays the new Charmed one, I'm kind of sad that, like, she's joined onto this project for only a year, like, for only 1 season. I would have liked to have seen what they would have done to her character. Yeah, I am actually really upset about this, like, to the extent that I almost didn't record the Arrowverse yesterday. Like, I went to bed quite sad. And, I'm still quite sad about it, because, I don't know, I feel like when I started the show, I wondered whether or not I was hating on it. I think I talked about this last week, but I'm going to talk about it again anyways. I wondered whether or not my hate for the show was based in the fact that it was a reboot of a show that I loved. I feel like reboots don't work very well. I feel like I haven't really seen a good reboot, to be honest, of a TV show. Yeah, I wondered whether or not it was just because I had a bias towards the original. I know that there's so many people online that are like, yes, it fucking sucked from the beginning, you shouldn't have rebooted it, blah blah. Like, there's people being like, they should have made it about Chris and Wyatt, not a reboot about random Charmed ones. Like, a lot of people out there are literally like, told you this would get cancelled. They're like, I don't know, they're like celebrating its cancellation, which is really disrespectful to the cast and crew and everyone involved in creating it, because these are people's jobs. But yeah, they're like, the people that are celebrating it have never even watched the show. They never even, I feel like, have had a bias towards it, and I don't think that that's necessarily great. I'm someone that if you told me it got cancelled at the end of season 3, I'd be like, ha, see, I knew it. It's great. I knew it was going to do it. I knew it was going to get cancelled because it sucked. But now, I mean, I knew it was going to get cancelled, but I didn't want it to get cancelled. So many TV shows, so much of my content has just been cancelled. But yeah, there's I believe Joey Falco, who is the showrunner, has said that, when the series finale is, afterwards he's probably going to like talk about like all of the ideas that they had for season 5, which I'm really curious about. Because I think they did a good job this season. Like, they've kept the mystery alive. Usually with Charmed, they've like had a mystery, or they've had like some problem and they've solved it immediately the next episode. So I like that, we've had these ongoing situations and mysteries and stuff that haven't really been resolved yet. Hopefully most of it gets resolved, but yeah. I feel bad for everyone involved. I don't think that we should be celebrating any of these shows getting cancelled, even if you don't like them. It makes my blood boil that people are literally like, oh, you shouldn't have rebooted this show because it sucks. And those people literally have seen like maybe episode 1. It really boils my skin, my blood. I don't know. Like, because they didn't even try to give it a go. They judged it before they even... Because they're fans of the original. And I am a huge fucking fan of the original. We know this. I have a fucking Book of Shadows. I have one. Literally, this pop doll right here is a pop doll of me holding a Book of Shadows. Someone made that for me. Everyone knows that I love Charmed. The original Charmed. And the fact that I'm like claiming that this season of Charmed is good, I'm a fan. I'm finally a fan of the show and it gets cancelled. Can the show kick me in the teeth anymore? Can the world kick me in the teeth anymore? I really gotta go to the dentist. Anyways, I've been talking about this for a little bit. We do have some comments to go over, so I guess we'll see what you guys think about the situation. Yay, a Ruby episode. I did forget about the doll spell and freaked out for a second when she died. I was kind of hoping Kayla was Macy's cousin or half-sister, but the bone marrow theory sounds more likely. Every time I see Dexter on the show, I just get a Buffy season 4 flashback. Yeah, so I just want to clarify something. I'm aware that he was Forrest. Like, I know that. Someone was like, I'm surprised you didn't call him Forrest immediately. I'm gonna talk about why. Okay? Earlier in the episode, Maggie was talking about her dad, her real dad. And she mentioned his name, Dexter. Okay? So, the fact is, they kind of brought that up so that obviously the end would, like, it would remind the audience about that, so that at the end it would have, you would be able to click easier. So when we saw him in the afterlife, or whatever, the veil, I think that's what they called it, because they had mentioned Dexter first, that was the first name that came to my mind. I was like, it's Dexter, because we've seen Dexter a total of 3 times. In season 1, it was played by a different actor. In season 2, it was played by Forrest. I don't know what his name is, his actual actor name. And then here. So, I mean, I already knew that he was Dexter because of the previous episode. I remember that. That's why I didn't call him Forrest immediately. It's the first name that popped into my head. But yes, of course I know that was Forrest. Hello, I am a Riley shipper. Through and through. I'm really glad that we did get a Ruby episode. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more, though. I feel like the impact in the end of her, like, taking the power back was a little anticlimactic. But, I don't know. Like, there could have been, like, a really powerful moment there where she's like, I'm not afraid of you anymore, or whatever. Like, I don't know. I love how even though the sisters have their separate storylines in each episode, they always come together at the end and discuss what they did. It really adds the sisterly moments that were missing. It's not much, but it adds a lot, and it makes them feel like sisters. Season 4 is so good. I agree. I really like the sisterly moments, even though they're all not sisters, but I digress. The CW was the only network I could heavily rely on for renewals and never have to worry about them cancelling a show without a season notice or wrap-up. What they did to Legends is unforgivable. That show literally had 7 seasons worth of stories and had done so much for the CW, and they just go and cancel it like it was nothing. I know, it was really disrespectful. It literally stars Sarah, which is the longest running Arrowverse character. Wow, yeah, you're right. Not to mention the insane amount of really well written representation. For example, Sarah and Ava being in a healthy, long-lasting gay relationship, which I never see on TV. I agree, 100%. I really so I'm not a huge Ava and Sarah shipper, but I think that the way that they built their relationship and the fact that they have actually stayed together and they're not like will they and weren't they them all the time, I appreciate that so much. And Zari and Barad doing good Muslim representation and so much more. Yeah. Sorry for ranting, this is just one of my favorite shows. I know. I noticed a few episodes back that you removed the yuck tag from the show. Yep. That's because it's no longer yuck, in my opinion. I hate my life. All my shows are getting cancelled. Yes, I agree. Sad. I hope this show doesn't end on a cliffhanger. I was really enjoying the show. Even if it does end on a cliffhanger, we will get some a little bit of closure from it, I think, from the showrunners. Depending on when, Joey Falco talks about this stuff, maybe I'll be able to talk about it in the series finale. Maybe I'll look it up. I don't know. We'll see. I'm very apathetic to the thought of this show potentially getting cancelled. Same thing goes for Legacies, to be honest. But I'm a man of my word. I promised I would help you edit it, and I will be here with you till the end for it. Well, on the kind of plus side, I did say I would react to the show to the end, and we're almost at the end. Bish, if you were watching this show and all of a sudden you would show up in the episode, 2 things. 1, I'd be shocked you kept the secret from me. Yeah, true. Yeah, I'm such a loudmouth when it comes to exciting information. I'd instantly regret note 1. And this would be my favorite show. Thank you. We're getting a Ruby backstory. What? Dude, if you already know your hands are sticky as fuck, why would you insist on touching people? Looks like Harry needs a wardrobe change now. Yeah. Forrest? Added later. Okay, you explained to me that Forrest is actually Maggie's dad. I was under the impression that Ray was her dad. I thought he was her dad, the dad of Burrito and Little Bug. I'm so lost. Okay. So, Maggie, for her whole life, thought that Ray was her dad. Okay. And then when Macy was introduced, and she, I don't know, she did some science-y stuff or something and found out that Maggie and her were close, their genes were closer together or something. And then that's when she kind of discovered that Dexter was actually her dad, her biological dad. The mum had cheated or something. I'm not sure, I can't really remember. But this was all in season 1, so it was a while ago. I understand you'd forget. I don't know why I didn't forget. But yes. And that's like, I think that kind of mirrors the fact that when the show began, they marketed it as like 3 Latinas, I think. And Sarah Jeffrey is actually half black, so I guess that kind of inspired the direction that they went. I don't know what the word I'm trying to look for is, but yes. As if Ruby was born in November 1995. I'm sorry, but no, she does not look 26 to me. Come on, TV show. It's just so weird to think that TV characters are like my age now. It's so weird. Surely there must be a reason why Roxy just inserted herself into this demon hunt, and please don't let it be FOMO, because she just saw her crush talking it up with some other girl. I don't know. You're wondering how Ruby's demon stepdad or whatever found his way to the bar. I looked at the OG episode that I sent you and checked the subtitles. Some guy named Duncan gave the dude a matchbox to get to the bar. Methinks this Duncan guy is a friend of Ruby, and they asked him to give the demon a matchbook in order to set a trap. Oh, okay. Maybe. I don't know. Added later. There was some Kayla backstory in this episode. I was kind of underwhelmed. Surely there must be more than this. There is. I believe there is. They're definitely, they're kind of going through, let's just say they've got like a list of ideas of her backstory, right? Of finding out. And they're going through them one by one. Are you a sister? No. Who are my parents? Are they magical? No. What's next on the list? We're gonna learn these things. Like we're marking them off. We're getting there, I think. But anyways, I'll be just a moment, and then we'll start the episode. All right. Let's get into the episode. yeah, what was Charmed season 4 episode 9? I feel like they came to the conclusion of like the stem cells thing, like, I don't know, I think the scene was too short. I think it was too late into the episode. I think they should have put it through the episode a little bit more, I think. I don't like that it was just all discovered in one scene. But yeah, so that was the theory, the theory that most people had, I think. It was pretty good. It makes sense, in my opinion. I like that they didn't just go for like another child that Marisol gave up. I think it was very cute having like a little plushie try to kill them. That was very charmed. Yeah, it was an alright episode. Wasn't the best, but it was alright. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.